Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're diving into a question that I think we all ask ourselves pretty much every single day. We've done a deep dive into the recipes everyone's talking about to figure out one simple thing. What are we all actually craving for our next meal? Yeah, there it is, the million-dollar question. That universal and, let's be real, sometimes super stressful question. If you have ever stared blankly into your fridge, just feeling that total menu fatigue, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's tough to keep things interesting. Well, here's the good news, it's not just you. So we did the work for you. We crunched the numbers, we looked at all the ingredients, and we found the patterns in today's most popular dishes to bring you some fresh inspiration. Okay, so what's our collective culinary mood right now? Let's start with a big picture look at the main categories that are really grabbing our attention and our appetites. Now, this is really interesting when you break it down. Look at the top two spots. Hearty mains are at 35%, but soups and salads are right on their heels at 30%. You'd think that's a contradiction, right? But it's not. It just shows we're looking for both that cozy comfort and something fresh and vibrant. And of course, with sweet treats taking up a solid quarter of the pie, we are absolutely saving room for dessert. So this brings us to our first huge trend, what I'm calling the effortless upgrade. The data is super clear on this. We are demanding more from our weeknight meals. Basically, just because you're busy doesn't mean dinner has to be boring. We want big flavor with as little fuss as possible. And you know what? As we looked through all the popular quick meals, a clear formula just kept popping up again and again. It's a really simple three-step recipe for success. Start with a protein that cooks fast, like chicken, add some kind of rich, creamy sauce, and then finish it all off with a simple base like pasta. It's like a blueprint for a meal that feels kind of special but comes together in around half an hour. And here you can see that exact formula playing out. Things like garlic cheddar chicken, perfect examples. They use simple, easy-to-find ingredients and turn them into something just incredibly delicious. And this idea even works for things like soups and casseroles, all designed to be quick, family-friendly, and just packed with flavor. And here's the key. This trend isn't just about totally new recipes. It's about taking the classics we already love and giving them an upgrade. So take chicken salad. The classic sandwich, it's great. But the modern version that's trending right now, it's a honey mustard chicken salad loaded up with sweet blueberries and crunchy almonds. It's still familiar, but it's been elevated with all these amazing new textures and flavors. And that leads us perfectly into our next big theme, the powerful pull of nostalgia. We're going to dive into how those cozy, comforting dishes we all grew up with are getting a total reinvention for today's kitchen. It's all about that feeling of home, but with a modern twist. You know, this quote from a recipe for Tuscan chickpea soup just nails the feeling, doesn't it? It's not just about the food itself, it's about the whole experience. That feeling of warmth, of comfort, and that deep satisfaction you get from a really good, hearty meal. And look how this is actually playing out. This table shows exactly how creative people are getting. Instead of a classic meat lasagna, you're seeing veggie versions with these wild ingredients like a sweet potato and cranberry glaze. Chicken pot pie, it's being deconstructed into a creamy, super easy pasta dish. And cabbage rolls, which can be a lot of work, they're being cleverly turned into a simple, hearty one-pot soup. We're keeping the soul of the dish, but just making it totally new. All right, we have to talk about dessert, because the creativity happening here is just off the charts. We're going way beyond the standard chocolate chip cookie and really embracing these creative, sometimes pretty surprising, flavor combos that are completely breaking the mold. This is where it gets really fun. I mean, we're seeing these sophisticated pairings like floral lavender with sharp, tangy lemon in shortbread bars, or that cozy feeling of a cinnamon roll getting fused with a summery peach cobbler. Even a classic like tiramisu is getting a fresh, fruity makeover with raspberry. And look at this last one, strawberry and balsamic. That sweet and savory combo that's so popular in salads is now inspiring a whole new world of desserts. Okay, so we've looked at all these awesome trends. What's the big takeaway here? What does all this mean for what you should actually be making in your own kitchen? It really all boils down to a few key ideas. First, your weeknight meals can be fast and fantastic. You don't have to trade flavor for convenience. Second, look to your old favorites for inspiration, but don't be afraid to give them a modern spin. And finally, get a little adventurous with flavor.
The trend is obvious. We're all just looking for simple ways to make our everyday food feel a little more special.
So, I'm going to leave you with this question. After seeing all this, the quick upgrades, the new comfort classics, the surprising sweets, what's a new flavor you're going to try this week? Maybe it's time to throw some blueberries in your chicken salad, or maybe turn that pot pie into a pasta. The inspiration is literally everywhere. Happy cooking!